A couple videos ago, you guys saw me get the Chompy pet, which was a very long grind. It was about 905 kills to get the pet, and that was about 5.5, 6 hours, which was a lot longer than I originally thought. It's a 1 in 500 drop rate, and it took me 905 kills to get it. So, a bit too long for me. But yeah, funny thing today is I was at 1,909 kills, and I just wanted to get 2,000 kills, and I wanted to finish off this video. And what happens? I get the Chompy pet twice while making this video. Not once, but twice. So I received the Chompy pet twice and 80 kills after waiting 900 kills for the first one. So just my luck. You have the funny feeling you're being followed appeared twice in my chat box, and that just a piece of me died inside every time I saw that. So just my luck. It's been about a month or a month and a half since my last unusual money making video, which is basically a series I have where you guys comment really weird money making methods that you want me to try out on video. In the past, I've had like collecting team capes, which was a long time ago. That's like sort of normal now. But my last one, which went over pretty well, was collecting other people's Slayer drops in the Slayer cave, which was actually solid money per hour, which like really wasn't too bad. Now this one I discovered while going for my Chompy pet, which also really surprised me because I would have thought that the only reason people would kill Chompies would be for this pet. Also, if you get 4,000 kills, you become like the ultimate master Chompy killer, which is what some people are doing for like their completionist series. But I just thought that the people only came here for the Western Province Elite and then to potentially get the pet. However, while I was streaming this pet grind, people began coming to my spot and began picking up my raw Chompies and constantly go banking them, coming back, picking up the raw Chompies again, and go banking, which sort of confused me because I was like, what are raw Chompies used for? I thought they were only used for the quest, the big Chompy bird hunting or whatever it's called. And then I looked at the price of the raw Chompies, and they are quite expensive for a piece of raw bird meat. They sell for 3.3 thousand GP in the Grand Exchange, and the OS Buddy Guide price was 3.3, I think, and then the regular RuneScape price was 3.7. Now, this is a lot more than I thought because I literally thought the only use they had was to heal a little bit of HP and then they were used for that quest. But nope, as usual, I was wrong. So raw Chompies are an ingredient in Wild Pies, and they can boost your Slayer level by 5 and your range by 4. Now, Wild Pies are very popular, I guess especially for Iron Men who are trying to boost their Slayer level to 85 to get the whip drop without being 85 Slayer. And then there's also people who just want to kill Abyssal Demons without actually being 85 Slayer. Now, since this is an ingredient in the Wild Pie, that makes the raw Chompies the raw Chompy meat very expensive, since there's not a lot of them coming into the game. I mean, people aren't hunting raw Chompies for the XP. People are only hunting them really for the Western Province Elite Diaries, and then the Western Province Diaries in general, and then they're also hunting them for the pet potentially. Now, still then, when you're killing these Chompies, you don't really necessarily pick up the bird meat. To do it efficiently, you ignore the bird meat completely. You just pretty much kill them and pluck them, even you don't have to pluck them. But the thing is, that's what makes them so popular, since there's a semi-high demand, I guess, for ingredients for Wild Pies, and then there's not a lot of these raw Chompy meats coming into the game. So what I tried to do was I basically finished off the last 80 kills that I needed for 2,000 Chompy kills, and then on my second account, I ran to the same spot, and every time I killed and plucked a Chompy bird, the raw Chompy meat would appear after like a minute for my second account, and I'd just pick up all the raw Chompy bird meat on my second account. And they can do this. I finished off 80 kills in about 25 minutes or so. Now, the profit I make from this, like usual, probably isn't what you guys are going to make if you guys try this out yourselves. If you have the Western Province Elite Diaries done like I do, you have the nice perk of getting 2 Chompies spawned at one time. So usually it's only just 1 Chompy spawning, but when you have the Elite done, there's a 100% chance that 2 spawn at once. So this effectively doubles, I guess, your kills per hour when it comes to killing the Chompies. That being said, you're still making decent profit here, which really surprised me. So after finishing off the 90 kills, I traded over the 90 raw Chompies to my main account, went straight to the Grand Exchange, and tried selling them for medium price, but that didn't sell. And then I just wanted to find out their instant sell price. So then I instantly put them all down to 3K, and they ended up selling for 3,111 GP average per one, which is pretty good. And I made 280K in about 25 minutes, which was like, wow, that's actually sort of decent. So just multiply that by 2 and then add a little bit to it, and we get around like 600K an hour off this, which was pretty good. And I wasn't even doing it like that, fully paying attention, and the fact that you can still get that much, GP per hour doing this is just a 600K an hour method really isn't that bad, even though I guess you don't really get a lot of XP off it, I guess, like that. But for those of you guys who are trying to finish off the diaries or who want to do the Western Province diaries, doing Chompy kills is one of the things you have to do. Now, if you are doing this and you have to do the 1,000 kills for the Chompies, you're going to be making profit for the 1,000 kills if you pick up the 1,000 raw Chompy bird meat. So that'll get you, what, like 1,000 times? Let's say they sell for 3,000 each. You're going to be making 3 million profit from doing the 1,000 kills, which is pretty good for a diary achievement. You're going to be making a 3 mil profit Now that being said, prices may vary, but I went to the ORS Buddy or exchange site, looked at the prices, and raw chompies occasionally go up to 4.8 thousand GP. Now, obviously, with this video, I'm expecting prices to go down a little bit, but then you guys can expect them probably to go back up to the normal price in like 3-4 weeks or something, because that always happens when somebody makes a video on something. So they go back up, which was very good profit, and I don't know, just surprising, really unusual. This is definitely an unusual money making method that I don't know anybody's ever done before, which is pretty interesting, I think. That being said, prices will vary since it really comes down to how many chompies you kill an hour or what kind of method you're doing, or I don't really know. There isn't, I guess, a guaranteed GP per hour for this method, but you could do it multiple ways. You can do it yourself by killing the chompies yourself and getting a second account out there and then picking up the raw chompies, or you can find a world that somebody's killing raw chompies on and just pick up the raw chompies if they're not picking them up. So there's really no requirements for this, I guess, which is actually, if you just pick up people's raw, there's no, I mean, you can just get a Ring of Dueling and then run to Castle Wars and then just run to that spot. Like, there isn't really any requirements except, I guess, the Dueling Ring, because you can just go straight to the Grand Exchange after that. You know, there's no requirements to pick up the chompy meat. So yeah, there you go. Interesting little one. Money making for all levels. So anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. The unusual money making ones are always really fun to make. So that being said, you guys need to comment your unusual money making method that you want me to try out, and I will do the most upvoted comment in the comment section. So make sure to leave your comments below and upvote other ones that you find interesting, something that you want to see me do, you know, to make a decent profit, hopefully, something very unusual, which is of course what this series is called. Anyways, guys, thank you all for watching. I hope to see you next time. Make sure to drop in a like and a comment if you liked the video, and I will see you next time. Have a good one, and peace.